we are providing various solutions for roaming in terms of value-added services as well as core network and steering techniques. We have several new products that we are offering now that is in focus of strategies for roaming that operators would like to launch in 2009. The first one deals with anything that focuses on the prepaid segmentation, and especially, for example, in the Americas, you can see that a large substantial of the customer base is prepaid, and one of the obstacles that operators face today is to provide global coverage for those subscribers when roaming abroad. The solutions that they have today is either to deploy Camel, which is very time consuming and expensive, or to offer USSD callback, which is not user friendly. What we do, we apply a solution which is an applet on the SIM card that basically enables the home operator to provide his prepaid subscribers with global coverage regardless of the network that he's roaming on, which is immediately covering all his roaming partners. He does not have to implement any special agreement, nor technical or commercial in terms of Camel. And the idea is that it's a major revenue generator for them, and in parallel to that, it still gives him the support in real-time billing with his prepaid system back at home, which is critical for the prepaid subscriber. So this is one of the issues that we see high demand, and we see a real need from the market. We have already implemented, and in the process of implementation, a new solution which is called Roaming Control Suite. The idea is that now the EU regulation pushes operators, after the reduction of voice and SMS in roaming, also to reduce the charges in data. And that means that the end user requires to have control over their expenses while they're roaming, because prices are extremely high today. Now, what we hear from operators in discussions is that one of the obstacles they have is that when the roamers are going abroad and they use their iPhones and Blackberries just like they do at home, they suffer from bill shock when they're coming back, because they get thousands of euros or dollars of expenses, and in some of the cases the operator compensates and just pay them back for these amounts because he doesn't want to start negotiations with him and, you know, big articles in the newspapers. So there is a clear business case from the operator now to give notification for his end users about the exact prices, just like he did in voice also for data roaming. Now, the roaming control basically gives the possibility for the operator to sell a bundle, a package that can be either only for data, but it can include also voice and SMS, and gives a cap for the end user. So let's say I'm a customer from any network, and when I'm roaming, I'm buying in advance, just like a prepaid subscriber, a package of, let's say, $20, and when I'm going abroad, I will be notified in real time. The operator will be able to monitor. We are connected to the real billing system, so we will be able to extract the specific billing plan of that subscriber and to notify them exactly on the spot when he's going to exceed the limit. And let's say he bought $20, so at $19 it will be notified it's going to be limited. We see different implementations. For example, some of the operators just block the customer, some of them just notify and let the customer continue, or just buy another package. So all options are there. Well, local roaming number is basically a solution for the inbound visitors coming to the network. And what we see today is that many frequent travelers, especially business travelers, they're going and buying another SIM card to save the cost, which is extremely expensive. And the obstacle is that the home operator doesn't see any revenues from that. The visited network also is losing revenues. And the main issue is that you have to carry 2 handsets, 2 SIM cards, 2 electricity adapters. It's really annoying for a business traveler. What we are having, and we have deployed it in several destinations, is a local roaming number that basically once you land in a country, you'll get an SMS notifying you about your local roaming number. You can then go and print it on your business card. So if you're a frequent traveler, let's say from the US to Mexico, you can have your US number along the Mexican number, and anybody can just give you a call on your Mexican number. You don't have to carry 2 handsets. It's on the same handset, on the same SIM card, and you get exactly the kind of solution that you're looking for.
So what we provide mainly mobile operators the ability to integrate voice over IP, basically SIP, voice, SMS, MMS applications on a laptop or basically on any IP-enabled device, still using the core capabilities of the mobile network for switching, for provisioning, etc. So it's basically an IP to mobile conversions product. The carrier is able to provide an extension to the mobile network onto IP devices. In terms of charging, the operator can determine his own policy. It can be, usually it will be at a reduced cost, and it can be roaming sensitive. It can be also a domestic service, or it can be both. So we see operators approaching this product with from different angles.